Oh, Jesus. It's super bright in the background, and I can't really compensate for it.
I got a quest. I got a quest. Girl, I got a question for you. Can I get an answer?
This is what happens when you don't film your videos in the morning like you normally do and film them early in the afternoon. I gotta get my life together. I would say yeah, even though we would forget the language in a week and be cut off largely from our culture and friends to stay with the person I love, yeah. And it's not like though we're cut off, I think for that time, how the question is sort of written, it doesn't make it sound like we can't get back to our friends and our culture and like our regular lives. We just no longer speak this different language. I understand the difficulties of forgetting a language and then like pretty much using made up sign language to communicate, but getting back to like people you know and stuff that you know and things that you know, I don't think that would be hard. We just wouldn't have the language we were speaking in order to communicate. So I feel as though overall it wouldn't be difficult to get over that. I could definitely see why somebody would say no. I don't remember what I said last year. I think I said yes, but I answered it completely differently. I have a lot of questions to redo. I have like 40. I stopped at like 46 and just started from scratch. I have so much more of these that I actually have to do. It is super bright on this. Look, that's where all the light's coming from. All the light is coming from all that. Gotta be like right here. Okay, that's better, but like half of my face is good. Oh my God, compensating for this is terrible. I don't know if that's better. Like, hopefully you guys can see me. And it doesn't help that I'm wearing mostly all black. Oh, now what new language would I want to speak and why? See, now you're giving me options, right? Because I've always wanted to learn Italian, Mandarin, Japanese, Russian, and Spanish is last. And the reason Spanish is last is because I already took 3 years of Spanish in high school and can't remember any of it. And ironically, I work with, like, half the people I work with are Mexican and speak fluent Spanish. Like, Spanish was their first language, or they were taught Spanish at the same time they were being taught English. Literally 3 days out of the week at work. If I wanted to learn Spanish, I just could. I just choose not to because I'm lazy like that. Those would be the three. Now, why? Well, Italian, just because Italian is different and it's also like a very romantic sort of language, and being a person who considers themselves to be soft-hearted, it would fit. It would be very complimentary to my personality. Also, it would be different because everybody would be expected to know Spanish and not Italian. On top of that, I'm black. Like, what business do I have learning Italian or like any other languages like Japanese, Mandarin, or Russian? So like it's just different because I feel as though a lot of people's go-to would simply just be Spanish. But Spanish would be useful to learn because I plan to live in America. Also, Spanish is I think Spanish is the second most popular language on the planet. The first one is Mandarin, then Spanish, and then it's English. Most of this country in like 20 years is going to be full of Afro-Latinos and Latinas, so it would definitely help to learn Spanish. So a bunch of black and brown people running everywhere being bilingual and stuff, and Spanish is definitely going to be another language that's going to be fairly popular, probably as popular as English is. Another fun fact, side note, whatever, America does not have an official language. English is just the most popular language spoken in the US of A. It's not the official language of the country. We don't have one. Spanish might be it in the future. Who knows? We'll see. But that would be a reason I would learn Spanish, but it's last on the list because I could literally just ask almost any one of my coworkers, like, oh, what's this mean? Or how do you say this? And then casually talk in Spanish throughout the workday. But these other ones, I would have to literally just like download Rosetta Stone into my brain and sit with it for like 4 years straight. And as for Mandarin, Japanese, and Russian, I just think those are cool. I've always thought the culture and the attitude of Russian people have been cool. Not the whole nothing to do with the election. Before that, I thought it was cool. And then I've always been like interested in East Asian culture. Like, I take kickboxing and Muay Thai. I love anime, which is all Japanese. My face looks super duper dark for no reason. I hate this. I apologize in this video if the lighting is just blah, but this is what happens when you make your car your recording studio, because the acoustics in your house and the dynamics of how your household is set up just don't give the best sound quality. So I'm super duper sorry. I appreciate you guys if you do watch it though. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, all that. Wait, why did I said thumbs up and a like. You can't even like stuff twice. Whatever. Do all of that. Subscribe, of course. And I'm gonna go home, and now I'm gonna just go home because the sun is killing my face.